Hello, it's Kevin Walker here. Just wanted to bring to you this very first video on training for online entrepreneurs, and I wanted to first of all look at a subject called Twitter, which you may have heard of. Twitter's becoming a very powerful source of traffic for online business people, and so I just wanted to look at this and introduce you to how you can use Twitter to generate traffic to your website. So let's get started. The first thing that you need to do is do a Google search on Twitter and bring up the link for Twitter and click on it. Go to the Twitter website and sign up for an account with Twitter and open that up and get started. So if we look at mine, this is my home page. Here's my profile page. Just have a look at that. I've entered in one or two details about myself and my interests in marketing, online businesses, teaching, training, etc. Put up a picture of myself. Make sure you get a good picture because it's going to be up there for quite some time and people will associate that picture with you, so they know it's you and no one else, and it's not an autoresponder or a robot or a machine they're corresponding with. It's a real live person. So just take a little bit of time and select a really good photograph of yourself. Make sure it's a good one of you. Then once we've done that, we need to think about getting people to follow. The first thing you need to do is start following people, and then people will start to follow you. And this is the key one here, the followers. These are the people you'll convert into paying customers eventually. But we start off with people to follow. And to do that, we need to click on this link here, Find People. So I've already done that just to save a little bit of time. Click on that, that will take us through to this page here. And I've entered the name Perry Belcher, who's quite well known on the internet. He's got quite a big following. So we put in Perry's name, click on search, and that takes us through to everyone who's known as Perry Belcher. You can see there are quite a few. I don't know this guy, he's a cartoon, so is he, and this is a little bird. So who are they? Perry, on the other hand, has got his picture in. I recognise the guy, so I know he's the genuine article. I click on Perry Belcher, and that will take me through to Perry's profile, homepage, etc. So we can see here some of the things that Perry's been talking about, the tweets he's been sending out to others, again his photograph. Another photograph of Perry here stuck down with old sticky tape, looking a bit tatty. Well, that just gives a bit of character and humour to the site. So the most important thing is to look at this following. Perry is actually following 112,905 people, and there's 107,848 people following Perry back. So if we click on this link, we can go through and see who those people are. Okay, so that takes us through to this list, and you can click here and expand the list and see a few details about each person to see if they're the kind of person you want to follow. But when you actually click on to follow them, I suggest you click on this button, and that will shorten the list so there's less to scroll down and you save on the wrist ache. What we then do is click on these people who I'm not following, and then I'm following them. You can see here though I'm already following these people, so just click on that one again, and I'm following another on Perry's list. Click next, see if we can find some more people to follow. There's some I'm already following, so I don't want to follow those, but I can click on these people and follow them. So you can see how quick it is. You sign up, become a member of Twitter, start looking at people you want to follow, and pinch a few of their followees and follow them, and that builds up your list very quickly. The problem is you need to bear in mind that not everybody will follow your bike, and also you need to be very selective with the people you choose to follow. So you need to check out these individuals, or if you know Perry is the kind of person who is running a business similar to yours, and that all the people who are following Perry are likely to be people who would want to follow you and would want to buy from you, then you're okay. But if, for example, you're the kind of person who sells golfing equipment, scuba diving equipment, rollerblades, or whatever, then it's probably not a good idea to follow Perry, because Perry is into purely social networking. So unless you're running a business that is about social networking, then following Perry is not necessarily a good idea. Okay, and then the other thing I mentioned was that people you're following may not follow you back. So what you need to do is leave those people following you for a couple of days, 2-3 days, 3 days at the most, and then remove them. And you can do a similar process where you go through click, 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 remove, 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 and get wrist ache. A far better way is to use this tool called Twitter Karma. You can find it at this address here. You can see that address. Just type that into your browser, go to that address, sign up for Twitter Karma, enter your Twitter ID and Twitter password, and click on whack. And that will then bring up everyone who is following you and you're following them, but it will also allow you to filter out the people who are not following you. So if they're not following you after 3 days, you really want to remove them and then go back to somewhere like Perry Belcher's site and select some more that you're not following and follow them. Give it another 2 or 3 days and then remove those who aren't following you again, and so on and so on and so on. And eventually you'll build up your list and you'll have a tremendous following, just like Perry has. Okay, just a word of warning before we finish. This is in Internet Explorer, and you can see there's a warning there that there are some issues with Twitter Karma in conjunction with Microsoft Internet Explorer. So what you really need to do is also have a Firefox browser, and if we look in Firefox, we're now in the Firefox browser, Twitter Karma, and you can see there's no warning sign. That's because there are no issues, there are no conflict issues with Twitter Karma when it's used in Firefox. Okay, well, I think you've got enough there to get you started and up and running with Karma. Have a go, give it a try, start building up your following. And what we'll do in the next training video is we'll look at Twitter Karma in some detail, and I'll show you some shortcuts and some tips on how to use it and get the most out of it, so that you're optimizing your time and you're not just clicking, clicking, clicking all day long. We can really automate the process and make it a lot more streamlined so it works for you rather than you working for it, which is always a good idea. Don't become a robot, get the robots to work for you. Okay, so what I want to also tell you about is a series of e-booklets that I'm putting together to back up Twitter training. So you will have 2 bites of the cherry. You will have the Twitter training in video format, and you'll have the Twitter training as an e-booklet. There's going to be about 6 or 7 of these in the series, so there'll be 6 or 7 videos, 6 or 7 e-booklets. Both will not contain exactly the same detail. It's just that some people will learn better from reading, and some people will learn better from watching a video, and some people learn equally well from both. So I just wanted to give you the option of both, and you should be able to achieve the same results from either one or the other, but if you want to use both together, you can do that as well. So what you will need to do to get the benefit of the training booklets is go along to my website, and there's a link to the right of this video. Click on that link and that will take you through to my website, where you can sign up for the whole series of free e-booklets and web videos to train you to become expert in Twitter traffic. Okay, I'll leave that with you. There's plenty for you to do, and speak to you soon. Thanks again. Bye now.